Hey guys, William here, aka Big Bastard, and first of all, you can see my new setup is not spectacular, but it's definitely better than what there would be otherwise. Second of all, this is a vape video that has been desperately needed. I have a lot of vape viewers, and when I was on hiatus, on my hiatuses, however you pronounce that plurally, they had been asking me, dude, can we get vape videos? Now, there is something to explain here, and just before I went on either of those hiatuses, if I recall correctly, I had found Mr. E Liquid, which is a great, awesome vendor. There's a few problems with it recently. That's not due to them, and I'll explain that in a minute. So, Mr. E Liquid, first of all, they have great customer service, and they handcraft their vape juice, which I just loved. Now, when I'd done that, when I'd gotten in with them, I found two flavors, the Casino 21 and the RY4, which I would mix together to get the, at that time, best vape flavor, tobacco flavor that I had found. I'm not a candy vapor. I'm not one of these, cotton candy, Fruit Loops, Golden Grams, Oreos vapors. I want tobacco flavor. I want a good, solid, bold flavor. I don't mind if it's a good tobacco flavor with some mellow hits of caramel, because that's reminiscent of, to some extent, the Special Select, which have kind of a sweet little underlying hit, but also the number 27s, which I love, and a few of the others that I love. So I'm not against that, but I want a good, solid tobacco flavor. And most tobacco flavors that I had tried before finding Mr. E's Casino 21 and RY4 were just shit. So, I had learned to be wary of, paranoid actually, of anything that had desert camel in it, desert or camel, in any combination. Because, in my experience, the majority of those tasted like horse piss. The American flavors that are based on Marlboro profile, really not much better. Sometimes worse. Although it's hard to get worse than a lot of the desert camel flavors. Anyhow, so I'd stuck with them. So even when I was on hiatus, if I'd been doing videos at all, E-Juice would probably not have been covered, because I was set and fixed all the way up until last month or so on E-Juice from Mr. E Liquid. Now, there would be an occasional device review, because I did have a few devices. I did go through a few devices during that duration, but there would be no E-Juice flavor, because that's what I had my profile, and I stuck with it. And that's probably not good for my vaping audience, because they're going to want me to get out and experiment and try new things, and not just stick to one flavor. Either that, or have a large, consistent number of reviews on devices. Well, then the PACT Act hit, and for those of you who don't know, which I'm sure every vapor under the sun knows by now, the PACT Act was a shady piece of fly-by-night stuffed into a must-pass omnibus for COVID relief. And my understanding, and I'm actually going to do a video on the PACT Act. I've been looking up information on that. My understanding so far, and I gotta look up more, but my understanding so far is that they pretty much, all they had to do was stick a sentence about the act into the omnibus, and then they could do write the act out at will after that. And I'm kind of pissed because there's a lot of shady shit going on with this act. And I don't... It's almost like they're trying to do anything they can to justify it, even to the point that they started off in the first 2 paragraphs. I'm not shitting you. You can find it in the bill, and I'll show you that when I do the review on the PACT Act. The first 2 paragraphs actually state that one of the biggest threats we're facing today is from... Now remember, we're talking about vape here. So you might think, health epidemic or shit like that. No. They're saying that one of the biggest threats we face today is trafficking of cigarettes from Al-Qaeda and Hezbollah. Yeah. So, it just fucking blows my mind, okay? That you're so hard up to squash vaping that you'll try to link it to terrorism, and there's no firm evidence of that. But I'm not gonna get into that right now. I'm good. This is not video I need to do when I'm pissed off. So anyhow, PACT Act was passed, and before, fact is, I believe, yes, there it is, even before the deadline of, that was established in, I think it was late April, that people wouldn't be able to send vape by mail, which is part of the PACT Act, because it's supposed to be geared at stopping the trafficking of cigarettes and cigarette products to minors. So on my last shipment, which arrived long before that, well, I won't say long, but it was about a month, and it was my fault because I didn't look at it. I generally don't look at the cards that Mystery sent with my liquids, because a lot of times it was just stuff that, hey, look at this, look at that, and I was fixed on what I was fixed on. So here it said, the end of online vape sales in the U.S. That was the card that was in my deal that I did not look at, just threw to the side, and I regret it now. And basically they're telling you that on March 28th, 2021, MysteryLiquid.com will no longer be able to send vapor products to our U.S. customers. Now note that this is long before the I think it was April 27th deadline. And I'm pissed off about this because Mystery Liquid worked hard to keep in compliance. They were working with federal agencies before any of this, long before any of this happened, to make sure federal and state agencies to make sure they were in complete and total compliance, and then they get fucked because of this stupid fucking act. With the passage of the PACT Act, all vapor products will now be classified as cigarettes. I'll address that too. That really fucking pisses me off. And cannot be shipped through the U.S. Postal Service. Private carriers are too expensive, and government requirements for identification and documentation are designed to be impossibly burdensome. That is true. They give you some options to buy local. Go to your local vape shop. They stress that you ask for Mystery Liquid by name, which you should. I'm encouraging you to do this, by the way. Mystery has a lot of great liquids, handcrafted liquids. So if your dealer does not deal in Mystery Liquid, make sure you get them to. And then let us know where you vape. Connect with us and tell us where your local vape shop is. We'd be happy to reach out to them to carry our flavors. And then they give you their address. So once that happened, I was not able to, and because I didn't check that card out, I didn't realize until it was almost time for me to renew my vape shipment that I needed to find someone else. A little bit of looking brought me to Element Vape. And they said, it was April 24th. And they said, okay, we're still open up till April 24th to ship by USPS. And they had slashed their prices big time. And so I ordered a combo pack and got it at a really great, got all that, the shipping and everything, because it was before the legislative deadline took place. Got all this for a really good price at that time, because there wasn't the additional burdens created by the PACT Act on that. Now the thing is, though, I have placed 2 more subsequent orders with them that have occurred after the passing of that deadline. I want to show you something interesting here. I don't know why, I don't know how, but I'm very thankful for it. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, that is a USPS 3-day priority package. But there is something really interesting you should note on this label, and I don't know if you'll be able to see it, but look under the barcode. There's a bunch of text there, right? I'm going to tell you what that text says. Text. In case I wasn't clear that I was saying that. Cigarettes, nicotine, smokeless tobacco. Federal law requires the payment of all applicable excise taxes in compliance with applicable licensing and tax stamping obligations. And there is, if you actually look above the barcode, I'm going to see if I can get in there. Oh, yeah, there it is. Oops, sorry, guys. USPS, adult cig, 21 or older. So, I'm still getting through Element Vape. They got really good products, really good prices, as good prices as you can get with this fucking insane PACT Act. And right now, I'm very happy where I am. I miss Mr. E, but I'm very happy that I found a reputable dealer who so far has had great customer service and has had expedient shipping and handling for my product. Now, that said, so when I did my second order, I wasn't able to get the heavy discounting that was available on the first order, because now things are starting to kick in. And so I got 3 flavors: Naked 100 Cuban, Naked 100 Cuban Salt, which oddly tastes much different than Naked 100, and I don't think the salt has anything to do with it, because it's more of a flavor profile thing, kind of more caramelly than Naked 100. And oh boy, I don't even remember the name of the third one, but it was another Cuban flavor e-juice. And the reason I did this was because in that first combo pack I had the Naked 100 Cuban, and when I get a new flavor, I'll try a little bit of it in my vape unit to see how the flavor is by itself, to see whether I have to combo shit or not. And it was the perfect flavor, tobacco flavor, that I had ever tasted, even beating out my combination of Casino 21 and RY4. I was shocked. I did not think I would get that from a Cuban vape juice profile, and it was just awesome. So I went with that for the next one. Now, I will say that during this kind of drought, before I had Mr. E, before basically Mr. E dropped me, and then I had to find, oh, no, actually it was this time. So I got 120 milliliters of e-juice, and I had thought that would be enough for the month. It ended up not being enough for the month, and so I was stuck without vape, or so I thought. But I found, because Mr. E would actually send me, this was quite a while ago, would send me a free little sample bottle of X, Y, or Z, but I never tasted them because I had what I had, I liked what I liked. I kind of regret that now. Actually, I don't, because those vape juices, I was desperate for vape juice, and they were getting me through as long as possible up until I could, well, it didn't hold out until I could get a new shipment, but it held out long enough to at least hold me for the most part. I would have to get some cigarettes to fill in, but anyhow, so I found out actually through that I can, I won't say I'll be happy, but I can workably vape flavors that I may never have tried before, and flavors that I generally detest. The watermelon vape was not bad, and I hate watermelon with a passion, but as a vape, it worked pretty good. So because of that drought, I learned that I could vape flavors that I might not like vaping otherwise. This is important because on my third shipment from Element Vape, the shit I wanted to do was way too expensive. I could not do that. I mean, it was only $10 to $20 more than what I would normally allot myself for vape, but things are just too tight and I could not allow that. So I did something different. In this package, and it really is as much of a mystery in some ways to me as it will be to you, but I went with quantity over quality. I'll tell you what that means in a second. But I got 100 milliliters of the Naked 100. That was absolute. I had to have that. And then, excuse me, I got a device, a Snow Wolf pod, and all pod system. I'll be discussing that a little later. I'll be discussing how I got into Snow Wolf. And then I'm going to be just as surprised as you guys because they have a 100 to 200 milliliter surprise pack, and I went, because of cost, I had to go with the 100 milliliter package, but I literally don't know what's in that. So as I open this up and we do this unboxing here, I'm actually going to be as surprised or astonished as you are. And we're actually going to do that now. We're going to get into the unboxing now. Trusty knife. No turning back. So, oh, that's not a bad way to start. This is one of those mystery flavors. And I'll tell you why I don't think it's a bad way to start, even though it's not what I would normally vape. We have, whoops, Cloud Nerds. Grape and strawberry. Thing is, I love Nerds. Love Nerds. Not the hugest grape and strawberry fan, but I do love Nerds in all shapes and sizes. So here we have, that's a 100 milliliter bottle of vape juice, which would be the surprise one. Oh, maybe I went for the 200. I didn't realize it. Okay, that kind of came open. Check that out. Vapetasia Killer Custard Blueberry. And that is also 100 ounces. And that's actually great because I love blueberry. So, you know, if I'm going to play outside the box, these are two of the absolute best flavors I could have gotten as a mystery. Because I love blueberry and I love nerds. Yeah! That's just fucking sweet, man. Let's see what else we got here. I know what that is. Oh, and I know what that is. Okay, so here's our Naked 100 Cuban flavor e-juice. Why is that not? Oh, sorry guys. I suck with showing things in the camera. But yeah, Naked 100. 100 milliliters. Oh, that is another thing I hate about a lot of these different e-juices, is the milligrams of nicotine is too low for me. I prefer a higher deal of nicotine, but I can do okay without it. But that's why I tend to like the salts, because the salts generally run 50 mil, between 40 and 50 mil. So to let you know, the count on the nicotine count on the Nerds is 6 milligrams. Bit low for my taste, but okay. On the Killer Custard Blueberry, likewise 6 milligrams. And on the Naked 100, that's going to actually be 12 milligrams. And in case you don't know, when I was going through Mystery Vape, I was doing 24 milligrams. That's the highest they offered. That's what I did. I don't know what I actually don't know what the amount of vape or nicotine in those samples they had sent me was that I talked about. Okay, so here's our Xless Snowpod. This is a... Whoa! Hey! Stop that, fool! This is the black and gold. I mean, the wolf's head's always gold anyway, so, but this is black. Warning, this product contains nicotine. That's a fucking lie. Nicotine is an addictive chemical. That is true. This product doesn't contain nicotine because it doesn't come preloaded. But obviously, standard disclaimer. Of course, we've gotten fucked because of standard disclaimers. I mean, we might as well not even put them out there. To begin with, we tried keeping in compliance. We did everything we could. Not signature authorization, but like go into the website, are you 18 or older, blah blah blah. Then we scooped it up to 21. There's only so much accountability you can expect a company to demand of its customers, and for a product that is not, sorry, I now have to say was not, but I'll get into this when I do the PACT Act video. For a product that was not tobacco, you shouldn't have had to go that high. But we did. We did. Just so you know, there's the Xless pod. That goes to the Snow Wolf. And I did already get the red dude. Whoa, let's not go back that way. Let's go this way. Got the red dude. I love the red and the black. And I will actually, when I start breaking down this stuff, I'll actually show you what I appreciate about it, and because I am very familiar with Snow Wolf by now. I had gotten their pod system. There was a few things I didn't like about it. Actually, just one, I think, that I didn't like about it. But then, other than that, it was good with me. But when I was going through Snow Wolf, which was the only place I had found it at the time, they stopped carrying it, and so I assumed it was discontinued. And I was so happy to find Element Vape at Snow Wolf. you know, products. Excuse me. So that's the unboxing. I will actually do another video, a different video, where I give you first impressions of the killer blueberry, or killer custard blueberry, of the Cloud Nerds grape strawberry, and of the Naked 100 Cuban. But you are right, probably figured out I love that. I'll also show you how the I'll use the new one, because I have obviously been using this one, but I'll use the new one and show you how that vapes off initially, just pretty much straight from the box. I'll probably charge it first. The instructions for these things are shit, I'm not gonna lie, as they tend to be with most e-cigarette units. But you know, I think it should be fully charged before. But since it didn't say, I did use this without fully charging it. I actually had some good charge on it. But I'll go ahead and fully charge this one before doing the other video. So that's my unboxing, Element Vape unboxing. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I'm actually going to, in the description, give you a bouncing point so you can get straight to the unboxing and skip some of the rambling explanation that I'm so notorious for. So this is Big Bastard with my unboxing video. I hope you enjoy the new setup. I hope it's easier on your eyes than anything I've done so far, and I hope you enjoy these unboxing and eventual review vids on these liquids that I just got and the products that I just got. And I'm glad, you know, that I'm putting out vape videos for you guys again, and where I'm doing mystery flavors now has a quantity over quality thing. I may actually be able to get more e-juice videos out, because I'm happy. I am fucking happy with these first two, because my fear was that I would end up getting something that was just horrible. But I know I love these types of flavor profiles. So even if they're not tobacco, I know that if I wasn't going to go tobacco, this is the shit I'd be vaping. I do love Fruit Loops too. Freaking love Fruit Loops. So this is my unboxing video, and I will get a review video up for you on these products. This has been Big Bastard. It's good seeing you guys again. And for now, I am signing out.